That is the fair game that is happening in Africa. Where is the fairness in ECOWAS or in the African Union?
What is going on, you guys, and welcome back again on another episode. How are you doing? And thank you so much for always coming back and supporting the channel. I don't take that for granted, so thank you so much, and I love you guys. So I want us to see this video. I want this video to start from this particular clip because I need you guys to listen to what this man was saying back, because this is an old video that I feel like a lot of Africans and African Americans can relate to today.
We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. If Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. We give them aid. Aid for what? Actually, we give them aid to keep repressive regimes in power. All the hypocrisy about transparency and democracy and bullshit like that, it's all bullshit.
The former president of Niger has been reported to be an ally to the Western nation. This has resulted into Western nations being angry at the fact that the military coup have taken over Niger today. They are being pissed that they can no longer milk this country the way they have been used to milking them. So the Western nation are threatening the military leaders now because they know that things are about to take a turn. Their pain and tears does not matter at this point because the people in Niger are happy that the military coup have taken over and they are hoping for a better country. They have been the poorest country in the world for the longest that we can remember. So we can all tell that they have reached a level where they can no longer take what is going on and they need to fight in order to take back their land. It's not something that is that easy, but they are ready to do whatever it takes to take back their land and stop the people who have been exploiting them from having access to their land again. One of the things that we have to point out about this is African unions and ECOWAS are not in support of what Niger is doing or the military people taking over Niger. There are still some African countries in support of what Niger is doing and they are ready to stand by them and help them fight this battle, which is the like of Guinea, Mali, and Burkina Faso. They are ready to even support them to fight this battle and be able to win this battle as well. The very first thing that this military government did when they took over was to ban the exportation of uranium and gold to France. If you do not know, the uranium that is being exported to France is what they use to power 1/3 of their homes, and the country that is even giving them the uranium does not have electricity. How sad. So Niger always exports their uranium and gold to France. So this is the reason why they are angry, because they are stopping all the exportation of the things that they have in their country. They want to preserve their stuff and make their country a better one. They as well do send gold to France, and as you guys know, every country wants to keep gold just to keep their GDP increasing. These people will import gold from Niger and this country still remain the poorest. 80% of their home does not even have electricity. Few ones that are able to have electricity are only getting it from the electricity that is being supplied to them from Nigeria, even a country that we do not even have electricity to begin with, supplying another country as well electricity. So it's a very sad situation. These people are tired. So France has been getting their uranium and gold from Niger, and Niger still remains the poorest country, no electricity. See, their standard of living is the lowest of low. When a country is the second poorest country in the world, you guys already know how bad it is for them. Imagine them exporting what is giving another country electricity while they suffer in darkness and no growth at all. So it is okay to say that these people are actually fighting a fair game. The French president is very angry because it feels like the new military coup have no right to ban the exportation of uranium and gold to their country. When their takeover eats the media, there are some countries that does not support the military people taking over Niger, the likes of Nigeria, whose president is the chairman of ECOWAS. He said he is not in support and they decided to stop giving them electricity, which has resulted into them closing their borders and Nigeria closing their own border as well. This is about to be a major fight. I actually do not think that is the best move for Nigeria. Niger is just like a neighbor to Nigeria. So why are you cutting off their electricity when the only thing they are trying to do is just to keep their resources in their country and develop their own country. They want to be so freaking independent and make their country better. They are looking for growth. I don't think anything they've been doing is bad, but because these government leaders are like, allied to the Western nations to perform all the things that they want to do with Africa. So you can tell why the chairman of ECOWAS is not in support of what is going on. This has resulted into the United States of America as well warning Niger to stop, and if they do not cooperate with France, that they are going to stop all the financial aid that they send to them. Niger said it is okay for them to stop it, and they do not want their financial aid, that they should give their financial aid to their people, to the homeless people in their country, because they believe that charity begins at home. And if you ask me, that is like a very good response. Like, what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I saw a lady reacting to the step that Nigeria has taken about this whole situation. Let me roll the clip and let's see what this lady has to say.
Is there anything in the world more embarrassing than how Nigeria is acting about the whole Niger situation? How can an African country's government be so incredibly cucked to the global neoliberal system that it will take military steps to ensure that France and imperial colonial powers stranglehold over the natural resources and cheap labor in Niger is continued? African resources are being used to power European consumerism, and yet it's African soldiers who are going to enforce this theft that has been going on for centuries. It is absolutely disgusting. Every single politician in Nigeria who had a hand in this is not fit to walk on 2 feet like a man. Instead, they should be crawling on their belly like a snake, because that's what they are. A disappointing but not surprising reminder that even those who are formerly colonized will still hold up the system of neocolonialism.
Which is absolutely the truth, because now there is a deployment of their own military force to fight the military people from Niger as well. I don't think this is going to turn out well if this becomes a war. It's not about to get wrong if these military people face each other, because I feel like we are supposed to stand together just the way the Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso are supporting them to keep their resources in Africa. Like, it's the best decision. I saw another video of a man who talked about how the African Union and the ECOWAS are just like a puppet to these Western nations. Let me roll the clip.
We are not in support of coup d'etat. Before you create a unit to go against any attempt of coup d'etat, put your house in order. Stop lying to your elections. Stop lying to your citizens. Stop looting the resources of your country. Stop corruption in your country. And then you can talk about anti-coup d'etat. When Alpha Condé was killing his people in Guinea, after serving 2 years, he said it was not enough. I want to serve another term. During the process, so many Guineans were killed. Was going there and condemning him. You know why? Because Guinea was too big for them, or Alpha was dancing to their tune. After the presidential election in Guinea, more than 300 Guineans were butchered, killed. No ECOWAS condemned him. No African Union condemned him. Instead, they pick up their phones and said, Hussein the President felicitates them. Congratulations. That is the fair game that is happening in Africa. Where is the fairness in ECOWAS or in the African Union? They are not representing us. I believe they are representing themselves. So we are calling them to remember that power belongs to the people.
These leaders are not representing Africa, they are just representing themselves. France is saying something like the Niger does not have the right to, threaten any other African countries to support them. They are speaking up now because they don't want more African countries to join them in stopping them from exporting all of these resources. When the election happened in Nigeria, none of them said anything. Now, because this situation is going to benefit them, they are telling Nigeria that they have no right to threaten Nigeria. We can clearly see that as Africans, as Black, we have no friends. Like, we're literally our own people. How are you going to see another country taking all the resources of an African country, your own continent, and they are fighting to get back their resources and build their own country, but there are still some other African countries not supporting them? These people have lived in poverty for years and they want to change things, and some people who look like them are still making this entire process very difficult for them. All they want to do is to keep their resources in their country and grow their country. They are tired of being poor. Because I don't know, France being okay with exploiting this country and expecting them to remain that way forever is sickening. Let me hear what you guys think. What do you guys think about this whole situation? What do you guys think about USA saying they are going to ban the financial aid being sent to Niger because they are best friends to France, and if Niger stop exporting or giving them the things that power their homes, they are literally going to stop financial aid. The financial aid they've been sending them, what has it done to them if we are being honest? They are still the second poorest country in the world. So what has it changed for them? And that is the reason why they said the United States can keep their financial aid. They just want to get back their country. They want to keep their resources. They are no longer giving people their resources while they are dying in poverty. It's like a very fair game. They're only trying to protect and grow their people. Let me hear what you all think about this in the comment section, because it's actually not looking funny. And in 2-3 days, if care is not being taken, there can be a major fight, like a major between Nigeria and Niger. Let me hear what you all think in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. Please subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, and I love you all.